to lay claim to the football-obsessed state of Texas. This matchup has had all kinds of great moments, and we're ready for some more. Welcome to Kyle Field in College Station, Texas. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Texas A&M Aggies. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
When you walk into Kyle Field in College Station, Texas, it is so dynamic. From the traditions, the cheering, the crowd in unison. It is straight up and down of electric Aggie pride. This is one of the most unique places you can ever watch a college football game, and we expect it to be just as loud and energetic here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Longhorns headed for the ball, and we are ready for action. Fielded in the end zone. It's Kramer. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Using his legs, it's Owens. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's third down. Throwing, Reed. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Dropping back, it's Reed. Pressure coming. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get to second and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a third down.
A designed run for the quarterback. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Reed. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
To the air. It's Reed. This one's complete. Touchdown, Aggies! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A give to Brown. Plows through the defense. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Now here's Manning. Here's the pressure. They're working that left side. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You're bringing Cam Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, we didn't even mention the running backs when you bring in two who are studs. So, like, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that, Sark, when they really get it going, man, the passing game becomes elite. And they can do so many good things to you. But just Cam Coleman and the ability to catch the football when he's not open. Like, it's second to none. Look forward to watching him and the Arch connection and how it grows.
From the 30-yard line on first down. To throw, Manning. Finds his tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy.
He'll take a shot. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down.
And that is absolutely not a surprise. Great job by the defense. And what did they do? They doubled. Palmer, you got a number one receiver out wide that we know they're going to force feed. How do you take it away? How do you send those double teams? What kind of coverages do you mix up? But a lot of attention early on that young man.
Yeah, and I think for the quarterback, David, that's one you just got to give that one to the defense and say, good call. You doubled my best receiver. I got to go somewhere else with the football. And you're going to get opportunities to throw this guy the ball. He's one of the best in the entire country. You just got to be a little bit more selective and find those one-on-one matchups.
First down in the red zone, and this crowd imploring its defense to stand firm. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that coverage.
Third down from the gun, Manning. Going back to the well, another deep ball.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And the field goal unit is on the field. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Gonna run it. It's Morrow. Got room at the 35. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches, I'm getting a first down. I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
There's some room. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that first down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what they've got to be built on. They got to have that toughness. When the Aggies have that toughness is when you see that their best teams are competing at a high level.
Handoff to the single running back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
From the gun on 3rd down, Reed. He'll pull it down. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down.
And sometimes these QBs, man, you just want them to hang in the pocket maybe just a little bit longer. It's 3rd down. I got a little bit I got to get, and I think he pulls the football down, tries to make a play with his feet, but the defense does their job and forces the 4th down.
And the try is no good. After the miss, the lead is still 4.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Here's Arts to throw. Rush is on him. And they got him.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Pulls and fires complete. Stumbled to the ground.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it
lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
This offense has it with really good field position. Looking for room. It's Moore. Turning it on. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Right back to the well. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Trying the run, it's Edwards. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Well, you got to give this offense a lot of credit because they've been really physical, and they've been doing a nice job running the football on this drive, getting themselves into this position, third down in the red zone. They've got a 4-point lead. Obviously, a huge third down here, but even if they don't get it, they can kick the field goal, make this a 7-point game. Obviously, they're thinking touchdown, try to make this a 2-possession game.
Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Arch is going to throw for it. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Takes a handoff. It's Smothers. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Did BTHO really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
Right, and that's what's so cool about this rivalry. When you have the back and forth and who did what, going all the way back to 1894, Reese's first birthday, what an amazing rivalry.
There have been a lot of good players during that stretch, too. Think about Ricky Williams from the Horns, Johnny Manziel, Texas A&M. So many great coaches have patrolled the sidelines in this rivalry for years.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The give to the back. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The freshman running back being attended to. We hope he's able to get back in the game shortly. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Now they'll run it to the right here. Got enough space, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Aggie! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Manning, here comes the heat. He took a hit as he pulled and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Looking to the big tight end. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Reed, bringing the heat. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Marcel Reed. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
No good. After the miss, the lead still at 11.
And they trusted him. Even after that last miss, they trusted him again to make it, and he misses again. I don't know how much more trust they'll have in him. Good weather, not a long kick, 2nd miss of the day. We might not see him again.
There's Manning to throw. Out of the backfield, he's open. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Uncorks one. Finds a man in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Throwing Manning. Makes the grab over the middle. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, that's 3 throws on this drive and 3 completions and 3 first downs. And it's funny, talking to the offensive coordinator during the week, he said, hey, if my head coach would let me do it, I'd throw the ball 100 times a game. I wouldn't even run it because of how much I trust this quarterback to do the right thing. And that's exactly what's happening on this drive.
Going to work in the air, it's Manning. Quickly out to the tight end. He smashes his way through again. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Man, this quarterback's got a short-term memory, boy. After the interception on the last drive, that looked so ugly, but he's come out and he's been able to turn the page. 4 for 4 now on this drive, throwing it. He's got himself right back in, locked in a really, really nice rhythm. I don't think you have anything to worry about if you're the head coach looking at your quarterback, seeing how he's responded to that mistake on the last drive.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Manning to the air again. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolute shank. Missed it. After the missed field goal, still down by 11. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Using his legs, it's Owens. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Here's Reed to throw. Pocket breaking down. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and then the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
On third down, they're in the gun. It's Reed. Has to throw this off his back foot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Arch Madness. Tight end finds a soft spot. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Back to pass, it's Manning. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're dealing with a second and long. To throw, Manning. He's going to let it go. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
And they'll just down it right there. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Takes a handoff. It's Owens. And he's going to lose yardage on that one, and that could be the final play of the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. Let's start with Sacramento State taking on the Miami University Redhawks. And it's the home team who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something.
Snagged out of the air. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Here's Arch to throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Takes the easy completion. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and it's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Manning from the gun on 3rd down. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
A famous writer once said most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A 4th down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big 4th down conversion here in the 3rd quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
Finds his man. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Arch is going to throw for it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here. When it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, when the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Fires to the middle. He's got it. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Under fire. Buried before he could blink.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
I love the way this defense is fighting down here close to their own goal line, right? They get a sack on the first play. Great coverage on the second one, knocking it away. Here comes a huge 3rd down. Can they do it again? Can they come up with another big one?
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Texas. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Craver. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer. There he goes! He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking for space. It's Owens. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Texas A&M going up tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice third down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it third and short. Find a way to get this offense in an upward trajectory because so far this season, they've really struggled.
Got enough for the first. Might have a chance. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
949 rock star. 949 rock star. Now, ready?
Handoff to the single back. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
The give to the left side. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He might want another play. In the gun, 3rd down, Reed. He'll try to do it himself. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Aggies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. In the red area, it's Owens. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Looks as if we have an injured player for the Aggies on the field. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing Reed. Fires to the right. He's got it. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And that's the way you punctuate the long drive. Nice job being physical, getting that ground game going, and Jesse finishing with the ground game.
Yeah, really, I think that drive is really a microcosm of what they've been doing all game, right? Imposing their will by running the football. The defense knew it was coming, and they still couldn't stop it.
Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Manning, under fire. He wants to go deep. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Just going to keep it after the snap. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
On the snap, it's Edwards. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
How nice is it to have a running back with this guy's skill set, right? That's not a guaranteed give-me 4th down conversion either, but still, they trust in him to find the crease and keep this drive alive.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the 2nd half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. On the ground, it's Morrow. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
From the gun on 3rd down, Reed. He's going to run it. Finding some room. Quarterback slides and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there.
That's such a gut punch if you're the defense, because you're trailing in this game. You've got to find a way to get off the field on third down, but you can't stop the quarterback scramble. He's just been making plays in this game in critical moments, none bigger than that one right there with the lead late in the game.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Offense changing the play.
Here we go. Ready.
Right back to the well. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead.
Touchdown, Aggie. And they take it in for 6 more points. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially.
He's taking the shot. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Fires to the big fella. Makes to grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the Texas offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Looking to pass. It's Morris. Quickly complete. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And that's perfect for the defense. You'll give that up all day. You're winning this game by multiple possessions late in the game. Play big zone coverages, keep the ball in front of you, and tackle the ball carrier inbounds.
They'll run the counter. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
That's why it's so important to have success on first and second down. They're running the ball on second down. You trust your O-line to get the job done. The running back does his. And now, with the positive play, you're setting up 3rd and inches.
Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy one...
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him, and they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here late.
Here's Manning to throw. Looking down the middle. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
3rd down from the gun, Manning. Got the back over the middle. He stopped a little bit short. They'll mark it at the 38. It's 4th down. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Fourth down, Manning. Shakes off the defender. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 with the 24. The latest edition of this tradition-rich rivalry ends with the Aggies saying howdy to a victory over the despised Longhorns in the Lone Star Showdown. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.